All right. Looks like I'm live. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here and joining me for Tarot Tuesday. All right. We got 52 on. So, first off, I want to say thank you to all of the support that you've all given me and all of the new subscribers that have joined. We hit 7,000 subscribers last week, so I'm really excited to be doing another giveaway for a free reading and Reiki session. So how we're going to do this enter for it, what you'll do is after I'm finished with this video, comment on the video and have it start off with Reiki or reading, depending on which you prefer. And then next week's show, I'll go through the comments and pick a winner for a free 30-minute reading and a free 45-minute Reiki session. So thank you all so much for helping me get that milestone. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Help me get to 8,000. I was thinking about how crazy it's been. I think it was just December. We were celebrating 5,000 and we had some guests on. So looking forward to 2,000 in 5 months time. It's wonderful. So maybe this time next year we'll be having our big 10K celebrations. So yes. Well, thank you all for joining me. We're going to be doing some politics, world event questions. So to submit those, go ahead and write them in all caps in the chat, couple emojis, and I'll get to as many questions as possible today. Thursday show, I believe, will be on Mel's channel. We're going to be doing personals. And then on Friday night, I'll be on the Cool Crones channel with Mel, and we'll be doing politics. So we'll have a little Cinco de Mayo eclipse party on the 5th. So you get me and Mel 2 days this week, and I'm excited to be doing some personals with Mel. I think we might have the energy feels a little heavy, so I feel like I said before, May feels pretty significant, which I was thinking maybe we'll throw some cards on the month of May in the U.S. to see if we can get any more clarity on it. I feel like it may have to do with the stresses of the debt limit, but yeah, we'll take a look at the debt limit today. I kind of wanted to take a look at Kevin McCarthy too, because I feel like this whole debt limit thing is going to be what takes him down and what gets him out of the speakership position. So he may be stepping down here soon. So I want to take a look at him as well. I think that was those three topics I'm going to take a look at, but I'll answer some of your questions today. We don't get to all of the questions today. Come over to Colleen's channel, The Cool Crone, on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Well, thank you all so much. All right, you guys. Well, let's take a look at the debt limit first. I've said before, I feel a lot of stresses leading up to it, but I feel like at the last possible second, it's going to get through. So let's just take a look. I do feel like a lot of anxiety. I feel like the news is going to be talking about it a lot this month. Obviously, it's such an important topic. So, all right. And was it June 1st that we needed this to be agreed to? Is that what Janet Yellen was saying? They have to come up with something by June 1st, I think, before we default. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think they'll get it done at the very last second, you guys. There's definitely a lot of stresses about it. Let's see. Yeah, it's so unnecessary. I agree, Suzanne. All right. So, of course, I feel like now is where there's some action, there's some communications, there's people talking about it. With the energy crossing the reading, we have the Two of Swords, which is feeling kind of stuck and at a crossroads. Um, so, right now, the two sides, Democrats, Republicans, aren't able to come to an agreement, as we know. They're going to put the Republicans are going to make this as hard as possible. They're going to put up a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers. Um, I had McCarthy coming through in the past, so he's allowed this, um, the crazies in his party to just take over everything. But when it's all said and done, the money will be given. We have the government working really hard. This is a hard work, and this feels like it's very last minute. They're coming up together very last minute, and then there's happiness. So it's going to be all okay, but it feels like a lot of stress and obstacles in the meantime, you guys. I don't think it's the U.S. will default on their debt, but it will be very close. Of course, Anna. It's so important. I had it on my list to talk about today too, because I do feel like we're gonna obviously be hearing a lot about it this month. So yeah, I see it getting done. It might be midnight the day it's due. That's what I'm kind of feeling like getting it done like at the exact like last moments to get it done. Right. Well, and I see it, like I said, I see it hurting the Republican Party. And let's take a look at Kevin McCarthy, just because I feel like this whole debt limit issue may be what um, causes the crazies to get him out of there. Let's take a look. I feel like he may be out. I don't know if it's May, maybe June. Not too far. All right, I'm just going to put it in. No, maybe that's it then, Karen. All right, let's take a look at Kevin McCarthy. He's so delusional. All right. Well, we don't have the tower for him yet, so maybe it's not quite his time, but I feel it coming not too far out. Um, but I see him upset about some kind of situation. But in the back of his mind, he thinks he's got this in the bag. He thinks he's doing a good job. This is the card of the optimist crossing him. So he's a bit delusional in that sense. He thinks everybody's behind him, but I think he's upset. Um, he's given up so much to become speaker. So he's pretty ineffective. I do get the World card, which is a new cycle happening. It's an ending, but also there's a new beginning happening to him. I guess it's a matter of when. Um, I'm feeling like this is like the votes in the House. Like I feel like this may be somebody coming up and calling him out to maybe it's Gates, one of those crazy Republicans throwing a vote to remove him from the speaker is what I'm feeling with this. Like calling a vote. Let's see. All right. Yeah, there's some younger guy coming through. This page. Um, communications, getting people together. There might be like 8 of them that try to oust him. They have like a negative plan to remove him from the emperor, from control. For me, it feels like it may be June though, but yeah, I don't think this whole debt ceiling thing's going to be very good for McCarthy. Will CDs get up over 5%? What's CDs? I don't do investment questions if that's what that is, Rebecca. Not really my thing. All right. Certificate of deposits. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. All right, you guys. Elizabeth Holmes. I'm gonna Google her. Isn't she like the scammer? Question is, how is she feeling now? She managed to get her prison report pushed back, probably till next month. Hey, Kevin. Nice to see you. Yeah, speaking of delusional, I don't think she's feeling too good. The Empress Reverse just came out, so the princess is upside down. Ooh. Yeah, she's not feeling too good, you guys. Like I said, the Empress upside down, so this is that motherly kind of energy. Um, that abundance, all the things that she took, she's reviewing all the money that she took. Her money's upside down. She's feeling left out in the cold. So I feel like with this, it is almost like, yeah, she'll be going to jail. I think she was sentenced already. Somebody really laid down hard on her, the law, I feel like. Um, but there was some kind of agreement to delay things, is what I'm feeling. I don't think she feels very good. I think she knows, it's a temporary delay. I love it, Lisa. Good juju to all. Hi, super truthful. All right. Yeah, we can take a look at Hunter Biden. I told you guys before, I don't really think there's a whole lot there. All right, let's see. Read above question. All right, you guys. Does Donald Trump think he's going to stay in Scotland? I get an absolute no. I think I said before, I feel I've never felt like him actually escaping the U.S., like to go live somewhere else. I think it's a backup plan in the back of his mind, but right now he's too focused on being the Republican nominee. So I don't think he's scared enough yet to stay in Scotland. And that would be kind of stupid anyway because Scotland doesn't want him. They would send him right back over here. All right. But yeah, I get a no. He's not planning on staying in Scotland. All right. No, I don't see him being arrested while he's in Scotland either. Right. This is a good question. Will Social Security disability thresholds be raised to gross limits you can earn working while disabled and not lose your disability? Yeah, my mom's kind of in that same boat. I do feel like it's raised a little bit. I don't think it's this year though. Maybe next year or the following. No, Putin won't give up on Ukraine as long as he's still alive and breathing, Joel. Let's take a look. I'm going to throw 3 cards on it. Yeah, I get eventually it will be Myrna. It's interesting because I have a bit of a tower, and I think maybe this is, those people, the people on disability that are struggling so bad to get by. You can't. The threshold is very, very low of what you can actually make or have for assets and be on disability without losing it. It's kind of like it's in the works now. Like people are planning it. They haven't done all the work for it, so I'm feeling, and maybe the two's coming across. So within 2 years, and then we have the wishes being fulfilled. So that's an absolute yes. So I wish it was a bit sooner, but I do get a yes. It will. They'll eventually raise the threshold for them. Yeah, they got an increase, Reinhold, but I think the question was the threshold that they can make or they can have in assets um, before they lose their disability. They don't qualify for it. But yeah, they did get an increase. All right, you guys. All right, let's take a look at Pootie. All right. Is he still around? I think he is still around. I almost feel like with the energy that's coming up in May too, and maybe the downfall of Putin. Um, Maybe he does die towards the end of the month. I'm not making that as a solid prediction for entertainment purposes only, but I do feel some really intense energy with Putin in Russia. It feels like it's more towards the end of the month, maybe even beginning of June. Yeah, I get he's still the leader right now, still alive. Ooh, yeah, he's got a bad karmic cycle coming. Oh, interesting. I wonder if there's a female around him that will be his demise, because I have the the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Just looks very kind of dark and eerie. Yeah, I get that he's still around. He's not in the best health. He's reflecting on I think his life right now because the health is a serious issue. Maybe memories from his childhood. Um, and I think that this whole Ukraine thing, um, taking back the old Soviet Union countries, has been his plan all along. He's a corrupt leader here, but he's about to. We have the Wheel of Fortune reverse, so there's some negative karma coming in for him. It feels like turning in the wheel, and yeah, there may be a bit of an escalation too in the Ukraine because this is like he's just hell bent on being victorious. But then there's this woman coming in that I think may be his downfall. Maybe it's a nurse around him or somebody caring for him while he's sick. Interesting that a woman came up though. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry, that's too much work. And I have to pay to have another camera on there too, a higher amount on StreamYard. So okay, so they did go up a little bit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I saw that, Karen. Were they saying like 100,000 Russians have been killed in Ukraine? All right. Yeah, I feel like a woman maybe be the one that responsible for him passing. All right. But I feel he's still alive. Barely, but okay. Well, Jim Jordan Okay. Can everybody see me now? My internet just went down. I don't know what the Mercury's still in retrograde. All right. Can we all see me now? Am I back? Yes. Okay, good. Sorry about that, you guys. Well, I'm glad that I could make it back for you. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. All right. So, noted if the power ever goes out or if I ever lose internet while I'm live on StreamYard, we'll just all be in limbo till I get it back on. All right, you guys. Okay. Let me just see. All right. All right. So, is Jack Smith going to subpoena Jim Jordan? I feel yes. Just heard yes strongly again. I'll throw a couple cards on it, but I feel strongly. It may be a little bit out there, but eventually, yes. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Jim Jordan. Him and others. Eventually, they'll be working hard on the whole group of Republicans that I think this is for the January 6th stuff. Um, yeah, and the planning, the funding for it. But this can also be like a subpoena being given. Jack Smith is just sitting pretty. He's like, try me. Try me, Jim Jordan. I got my subpoena ready for you. And then he's out in the cold, lost. This could be a jail cell, which I've felt for him eventually. I don't think this year, maybe next year. But yeah, eventually there will be a subpoena from Jack Smith. I'm hoping I got all the questions. If I missed them, just repost them. Got a lot of good questions here today, you guys. All right. Does anybody know when Mercury gets out of retrograde? Oh, interesting, Karen. Karen says, how angry was Mike Pence on the stand in front of the grand jury? My sense is that he got angry and angrier, told the whole story. See, I'm not picking up anger, but I am picking up he was very annoyed by the whole thing. Susan, Republicans want to end no-fault divorce. Will they succeed? What is no-fault divorce? Sorry, you guys. All right, so we got a couple weeks of this still. It's been rough, and I think I'm starting to feel the eclipse energy because normally I sleep. I'm in at nighttime. I don't dream the most because I'm a little restless, but um, lately I've been getting restful night sleeps. But like last night, I was having weird dreams and they were kind of dark. I don't know. I think it was the eclipse energy coming up. Thank you, Kevin. And I think on May 14th is when I'll be on your channel. Is that Mother's Day? Or is that the 12th? Oh, women can walk away from marriages without claims of abuse. Okay. I, I don't see them being successful with that, Susan. I just heard no. I'll just throw a card for Mike Pence. How was he feeling when he had testified to the grand jury? That's interesting. I think I'll reverse it. Yeah, he definitely wasn't happy, Karen. You know, I have the four of cups reversed, which is usually like focusing in on one thing, not seeing the thing, the whole big picture. But yeah, it's like discontent, annoyed is what I'm kind of picking up. I do think he told a lot, but I think a lot of the stuff that he gave, um, they already had evidence of. There were some things in there though that were like that missing piece. Um, and he's coming through as unbalanced, which doesn't surprise me. So he wasn't very happy about it. He didn't want to have to testify. He did it and got it over with, is what I'm kind of feeling. Oh, interesting. Mimi Rose had weird dreams too. Yeah, I don't hardly ever get weird dreams like I had last night. So, all right. Hi, Jean. All right. Looked at that. Will Trump be arrested overseas? I'm feeling no. I definitely don't feel like while he's in Scotland, Suzanne. I'll just throw one on it. Yeah, I'm not getting any overseas cards. I have Garland coming in here, you know, with those the lovers. So this to me feels like it's like the people that have helped, the people that have worked with him, um, they're coming in strong and fast when it happens. Um, he may even get some communication ahead of time, but I don't think it's overseas. All right. Oh, interesting. I hadn't heard that interview, and I'm gonna edit this a little bit because I have to be careful with what I say. Hannity interviewed 45. He made mention of a suitcase with something in it um, that it may show up in New York City. Will anything come to fruition with that statement? That's crazy. I feel like all of this crazy talk is he's gonna get a gag order. I mean, because that's clearly telling people and inciting people to do that. I don't want to put it out there, but I do feel like some people took what he said seriously. because we have the communication. This is like the insurrectionist charging full steam ahead, not thinking about what he's saying or not thinking about what they're doing, being very impulsive, and then there's some sadness. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, um, like anything massive, like a lot of casualties, but I do feel like it was like his okay to do that. Jack Smith take Garland's place in 2025. I'm not feeling that, but I do feel Garland leaving. I think Biden's second term, but I don't think it's Jack Smith. I could be wrong, but that's not resonating most strongly with me. All right. Yeah, could even be one on Hannity, but no, I do feel like all this crazy talk, they have to quiet Trump up. Maybe it takes something like that for them to take it seriously. I mean, you would think the insurrection at the Capitol would be enough, but yeah, I do feel a gag order on Trump. I want to look at this. I'd heard about this the other day. The North Carolina Supreme Court recently ruled to allow GOP's aggressive gerrymandering. Do you see Dems winning seats in North Carolina again? Yeah, they'll definitely win seats. Wasn't it a previous gerrymandered map that they struck down and now they're saying it's okay? I think that's what I had heard. Let's just take a look at their Supreme Court ruling. I feel like a lot of people are going to protest this. It may even get those younger people, because I feel like groups of people protesting that decision, fighting that decision. Yeah, people are working hard to overcome the burden. The Republicans see the writing on the wall. They just want to hold on to that control, onto that power, and it's a burden. It's putting obstacles up for people. But yeah, I see people coming together and working really hard. So yes, Dems will win seats in North Carolina again, and I do think eventually they'll get that map thrown out. I don't know if it's before the 2024 election, but I think if anything, it just gives some momentum for a lot of these young voters to come out and make their voices and their votes be counted and heard. Previous map is being litigated by SCOTUS. Okay. Mm. No, thank you, Bosie's mom. Yeah, sometimes we have to. I've had it too. People that I've been subscribed to. Um, you know, for whatever reason, YouTube unsubscribed me. So periodically, we have to check if we're not getting posts from some of our readers that we like. Going on their page and just making sure that we're subscribed. And I've been having a lot of people saying too that they're not notified when I go live. If you hit the notification bell under the subscribe button, that will alert you when I'm going live. 300 people on. Thank you all so much. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up. All right. No, Republicans will not succeed in stopping 18 to 21-year-olds from voting. Absolutely not. Not going to happen, Lynn. I think that would be, they would need to change the Constitution for that, because doesn't it say it in the Constitution? It's a federal like amendment, isn't it? I don't see them being successful in stopping them from voting at all. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Well, Garland charged the document case in May. I felt like it may be the document case that came out first, and then later the January 6th. I'm gonna ask the pendulum. I don't know if it's May or June. It doesn't feel too far off, guy. I want to say yes though. Timing's always hard, you guys, as you know. The pendulum's saying yes. So if it's not May, it's shortly after. But it looks good. Oh, they changed it with the Vietnam War. Okay. Yeah. Mar-a-Lago in May. That's what the pendulum said. It could be towards the end of the month, though. But I've been saying that for a while. I felt like the document case, there may be some charges in May. All right. Let's take a look at Hunter Biden, but I don't feel a whole lot with that. All right. I may only do another question or two. I want to take a look at the U.S. in the month of this month, May. Do a little spread just to see what the energy feels like, because it feels like, I've been saying it for a while, May feels like a big month. All right, Hunter Biden. I do get that he's having a bit of a hard time, I think, with everything going on. Kind of unsure of which direction to move in. I think he's a little bit more sensitive. I mean, he's went through a lot in his life. There may be something coming up with money for him, but I think the Republican attacks on him, I don't. Yeah, the end result, he's coming through as the emperor, so that's being strong and having a strong foundation. He'll get through it, but I feel like it is a bit of a hard time, I think, with everything going on around him, all the attacks, because he's feeling a bit emotional from it, feeling a little lost, out in the cold, a little stuck. But I feel like the energy coming forward, it's like he gets that strength back. But I do get in the past money. Isn't there an IRS thing against him? So maybe having to pay some money back, taxes. But I think all in all, he'll be good. I think a lot of people see what the Republicans are are doing. Isn't it what they do with everybody? Trying to take down Hillary Clinton or you know people that they view as threats or their family. Kamala is going to be the VP choice. I felt that. I haven't felt anything change with that. He just announced, and she was in all of his. She was in his ad a lot, so I don't see that changing. And I don't think that would be a good political move to take her out. So I'm not feeling that. I could be wrong. I'm not always right, but all right, you guys. Maybe it's a child support case that's coming with the money, having to give some more money. There's something financial. There'll be a bit of a payout, but the Republican attacks on him, his laptop, and all that, I don't see that getting any steam. All right. Yeah, I don't feel jail time at all for Hunter Biden. I think he may owe some money and have to you know, make payments, but it's nothing. It doesn't feel anything super serious. All right. Yeah, I feel like it's interesting Joan brings this up because Stormy Daniels did go to Takapina. I think when she announced um, like the hush money, was it she had Michael Avenatti or something like that. But I feel like they may say that him being his lawyer, like he can't represent, like it's a conflict of interest. Let's take a quick look. I don't see him being in trouble, but I feel like he may not be able to represent Trump on that case. Yeah, I agree, Coolian. Changing the voting age, you need 2/3 vote. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Well, he's got some burdens and challenges. He's very inefficient at that communication. I don't think he's a very good lawyer. Yeah, he's not getting good outcomes. He's got a lot of challenges and obstacles. I see this being a challenge and an obstacle for him. I'm getting like a yes. He may have to be removed from that case um, because yeah, maybe I think there's evidence that's got him trapped. There was clearly communications between him and Stormy Daniels. Um, so do I see trouble? Trouble? No, but um, I don't think he'll be able to represent Trump on that case. We'll have another lawyer do it. Yeah, Trump deserves Takapina. All right, you guys. So many questions today. All right, let's do 'cause I think it's going to take a minute. Let's just do a reading on the month of May for the U.S. How many weeks do we have in May? 4. 4.5. All right, so for this week, let's see. First week of May for the U.S. moon came up with the eclipse. That's interesting. And very much kind of how I felt last night too, while I was sleeping. Just felt very kind of like almost like dark, or like the energy felt kind of dark. I think it's with the eclipse though, because we have the moon. Um, so I think for us it's hard because things have been in the dark, but I do see that light illuminating on a lot of those things that have been um, worked on undercover, or not publicly. Um, Things that people have done in secret being revealed. Five of Pentacles. I do feel like this may be some concerns with that the bank. Wasn't there a bank that was just bought out? So like some concerns with the economy. Somebody gets betrayed and backstabbed. I feel like that's around Trump. And yeah, then there's some sadness, I think, too. So it does feel like this first week's a little bit heavier in the energy. All right, do the second week. Oh, I didn't see the press correspondence dinner. I heard that Biden, was making good fun of himself and taking it like a champ. All right, second week of May. Oh, interesting. You guys might like this news for the second week of May. It feels like the energy is a little heavy. Um, there's some kind of sadness. I don't want to put anything out there, but something that brings sadness. Hopefully, it's not another like shooting or anything like that. Like I said, I don't want to really put that out there, but it feels like a lot of sadness for us in the U.S. I feel like we may get some better financial news next week, where things maybe feels a little uncertain now. Um, Things feel a little bit more stable with the finances. We do have a bit of a pleasant surprise coming in, and then we have some justice. So I don't know if this is indictment or um, something big. Um, for me, it feels like it could be indictments or those representing Trump, like something big happening with one of those cases. Yeah, I'll have to watch the highlights on that. So it feels like we may be happy more towards the end of next week. All right, third week of May. Just doing little energy reads. It very well may be the document case, you guys, because I have theft of documents or theft of money, the thief in the night and taking money. I think that's the document case. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of burdens and challenges for Trump, and he's going to be feeling all of these challenges. This is feeling battle weary. He's not quite ready to give up yet, but I think it's going to shock him. I'm feeling like that moon that first week too, it's just kind of coming through to me with the sadness and heaviness. I did kind of feel like Russia may have one more big offensive move in Ukraine before Ukraine really starts fighting back their counteroffense. All right, and we'll take a look at the fourth week of May. And we have 4 cards just fly out. It's interesting because I'm feeling like it's Trump versus Jack Smith towards the end of the month too, and maybe even some of those documents ending up overseas and Jack Smith getting a hold of it. It feels like it's like big breaking news. Obviously, that would be, but yeah, the energy feels like really heavy, really kind of crazy this month, you guys. Yeah, a lot of activity in the world too. Feels like Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, I think Jack Smith charges full steam ahead this month. Oh, I don't feel him getting nabbed in Scotland. I could be wrong. Oh, did she? Interesting. Lena said the same thing a few minutes ago about the second week. Is that with the documents case? Yeah, I definitely feel looking at those cards, and I was getting it with the pendulum earlier. Yeah, there's definitely, and I think some things coming out to the public too. Maybe not top secret information, but um, maybe some kind of topics about what was being exposed that were ended up overseas. I I'm not disagreeing with you. I hope Andrea's right too. All right. Yeah, and and there's no disrespect to any other readers. I've been wrong before. Hopefully in that instance, she's right. Um, you know, we all get different things or different hits and different feelings about things. So, um, yeah, I don't necessarily love when people compare what I'm reading on and what somebody else has got either. So, yeah. And then when I was feeling about it, I think it may be something with Ukraine and Russia too. I was reading on I was doing a reading on the month of May for the U.S. what the energies felt like and broke it up week by week, Gloria. So, all right. Well, you guys, I've been on for about an hour, so I am going to wrap up there. If we didn't get to your question tonight, I know I had a lot of questions. Um, well, Thursday night, Mel will either be on my channel or I'll be on his. We'll be doing personal readings, which will be fun. And then Friday, me and Mel will be on the Cool Crohn's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing politics. So should be interesting. The day of the eclipse, Cinco de Mayo. Um, so we'll be doing politics then. So if we didn't get to your question today, come then. Um, Again, thank you everybody for helping me hit that 7,000 subscriber goal. So with the giveaway, I'll be giving a free 30-minute reading and a free 45-minute Reiki session. To enter after I'm done posting this video, comment starting with Reiki or reading, depending what you want to be um, entered in. And then next Tuesday, I'll go through the comments. I'll have it's a like a computer app that will generate and go through the words. So I'll put Reiki in for one and reading in for the other, and we'll pick our winners next Tuesday. So um, yeah, very excited for to hit that goal. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do, and please hit the thumbs up. It really helps. Um, yeah, let's get to 8,000 so we can do another giveaway. Maybe next year, this time we'll be having a 10K celebration. That would be awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to be on Colleen's channel. All right, everyone. So I'm sending you all a lot of love. I think that there's going to be a lot going on this month. So, you know, get your popcorn ready. We'll have a lot to talk about. Sending you all a lot of love. See you soon. Bye, everyone.